I would like to begin talking about living with illness, the power of bringing loving awareness and kindness to life as we're living it with illness, with incorporating a critical part, which is self-love and self-appreciation. It may be worthwhile to make the distinction between self-love and self-indulgence. Self-love is not about getting everything else out of our way because we feel we are the most important, then we are most worthy, or even carrying some qualities of narcissism, even wreaking havoc on everything and everyone around us because we think we deserve the best. And more than likely, if you are here, you're not doing this anyway. Just to make sure that we get the basics out of the way and come to an agreement of what self-love is. Self-love is also not self-pity. It's not about feeling sorry for ourselves or that everything and everyone around us is in much better shape than we are. Poor me, poor old me. It's not about pitying ourselves, feeling just bad and helpless. Equally not about indulging one way or another with ourselves, whether in a reaching out way where we want everything to be just right and the best for us, when we also push away everything that's not working in our favor because we think we're not worthy. So it's really more of a genuine way of appreciating ourselves instead. That's what self-love is. A very authentic way of recognizing that we are worthy and we are in our humanness in these bodies that we occupy, no matter what type of health or condition our body is in at this time. It's here right now, allowing us to live this body. So all of the notions that we may have about what perfection is, what a good life should be, what a good health should be, letting those go. And if we're not living in that perfection that is in our minds, that something is wrong, letting that go. Almost allowing them gently to leave our awareness. And instead bringing inside into the spaciousness of our hearts and minds, and even into our bodies, an appreciation of ourselves, just as we are. Loving ourselves with this kindness, that notion of, I am worthy. Both knowing that we wish the best as possible for ourselves in terms of health and happiness, and also being aware that life is not always a perfection that we have in mind, or as presented to me by society, by books or movies or media. Recognizing that suffering is part of life. Even in your small circle, you may feel like no one else will understand you because you may feel like your illness or condition is very unique. You may just consider there are so many people, thousands if not millions around the world, experiencing something similar to what you have. And also to bear in mind, more than likely, the people in your network whose lives may look perfect on the outside, realistically, we have no idea what's happening behind closed doors, even the closed doors of their hearts that we may never know about. We may never know what's going to happen throughout their lives, or even what brought them here, what's in their past. So rather than focusing on what is right with everyone and wrong with us, stop comparing yourself once and for all to anyone else, to all the other people who you perceive and even perhaps truly as healthy. And even comparing yourself to other people who had similar illnesses and conditions as you have, who have healed or even been cured. Letting that go, that whole comparison, to just dissipate. What's important is you're here right now. So bring your attention fully to yourself as you are, to things as they are, to this moment, however it is, in your experience. And of course, you can absolutely wish to be healed fully, considering what heal means in the body, in the spirit, in the mind, in the heart. Be aware of that. Allow yourself to wish, knowing that healing is possible and it's a desire. It's a human desire. So you can savor yourself in that powerful wish, wishing to heal, but then also recognizing the many human conditions of suffering that is really a part and truth to life. So releasing and letting go, just being here in the moment as you fully experience your life, the way it is presented to you in this moment. Not escaping it, not pushing it away, welcoming it, recognizing equally what you may wish for versus what is here. Bringing balanced wisdom of being with things as they are, rather than spending your time fighting and resisting and complaining. Becoming aware when those arise, being aware of what cannot be changed in this moment. Kindly, in a loving, compassionate way towards yourself, aware of your experience. Come back to here. Be with things as they are. Allowing what is unwanted but here to be present rather than resisting it. Notice when you resist how much of an effort and energy is spent. Allow the spaciousness of being just as you are, as things are. Perhaps the best thing for all of us in life is to try to live our lives, to be with what is here, both in the comfortable and the pleasant, and equally in the uncomfortable, painful, and unpleasant. And continuing to give the appreciation and love to ourselves, knowing that we are worthy of love. No one else needs to love you for you to be fully accepted. This may be hard because we are conditioned to offer love to each other as opposed to just offering it to ourselves. But we need to do that first. And in that offering love is fully accepting ourselves just as we are. The most important thing is to start with yourself, accepting yourself, your body, regardless of its weight, which parts are functioning properly or as you expect them to, all the discomforts and the pains, all the unwanted guests, perhaps the bacteria and viruses and tumors that are present right now, all the things that are in your body, because this is who you are and what you are right now. As long as you're breathing, remember to recognize your beauty within. Allow yourself, your precious body, to live life in the way it's able to do at this moment. Even at times, this life may not feel worthy of living. Anytime you notice, just come back to this moment. Come back to here and now. Sense and feel what's here. Be fully present. Not as a punishment or something that you deserve, but rather that this is a way of being a human. You are a full human being experiencing part of life. Remembering there are moments also when you are joyful. Invite those in equally. Even when you're not paying attention to them, start to do so. They are around you. Become more aware and awake to every moment that you can. In the pain and the discomfort, and equally in the joys. And each little joy that does not come easily to you because you have not spent hours and weeks to plan, don't treat those as what a joy should be. It can be something simple, unexpected, can last a few seconds. Allow every single joy that's in front of you to be fully lived and experienced and savored. Let go of complicated planning and bring in the simplicity of life as it's presented to you, moment by moment. Offering yourself the appreciation of who you are, what you are, that you are living here in this body. This body is doing the best that it can to have you to be here now. Let go of expectations of how things should be and fully embrace and welcome what's already around you and within you. Try not to push away. Try to just welcome. This is how things are right now. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. And then let go and surrender into the moment for a while. Be fully present to things as they are. And when it becomes too much, recognize that it's okay to know this. Check in within you. What is possible? How can you support yourself? Aware of this inner stillness that is within you. This inner wisdom you can also connect with. Within that stillness, observing what's happening. Letting go of any judgments and expectations. Letting go of any comparisons. Simply returning back, coming back with loving awareness to what is here now. wishing yourself the best and letting go, accepting, allowing, as much as possible in the midst of everything. Give yourself the space to love yourself, appreciate yourself, life as is. As you do so, don't judge yourself how you're doing it. Just be.